Drew.
Okay, where are we? Are we live here or there? On which one? Let's see. Let's take a look if I can find it on Metanekoi or is it on the other channel. If it is on the other channel, then
It's on my main Instagram page in highlights.
yeah.
It's like basically first story.
Now, what I'm trying to find my own live stream, but I think that's in a different. Yeah.
Right, I wanted to smoke, so
Okay. No problem.
destroying things already.
You're already smoking again.
I guess
Ah.
I'll put it on the charger just in case.
Yeah. Look at my own channel and let's see. Well, we are live on my other channel. It doesn't really matter that much. But we are live.
Oh, so we live?
Yes.
Okay, let's start then. I guess
We are
not
all
many
the
people-
time
Fuck, okay,
live.
I need to have a smoke first. But it's like realistically I need to be in my best shape.
Oh god.
Vocal good
So- Where do we need to put your preparation time?
in a glass of water last
No.
night.
In the square hole.
It's a square hole.
You
And
know.
then in the square hole.
It's all in the square. But yeah, actually the hemorrhoid coming down now. But which is okay. Just a bit of silence. So sprach Zarathustra. Even when you're looking at things that are geometrical, it still just are things that can be seen. What can be seen feels like something, doesn't it?
Again.
What can be seen feels like something.
Can be seen feels like something.
All that you see here, it feels like something, doesn't it? it's not different from feeling the air, feeling warmth and cold. It's all sensory perceptions. You have even inner sensory perceptions, bloating sensory perceptions. And then you go to the thinking, all of it. Words, sounds, images, letters, patterns. You see them or hear them. Or ones who in certain ways feel like vision or like hearing, but you cannot really hear them. Again, you have your visual and also audio kind of musical logic. You can speak, and you can have an inner voice that talks, but you can also look at letters that you can form, like Velma, or Hurricane, or PLSE. PLSE. But you didn't have to puke today. But the thing is that even the awareness, do you feel the awareness? Right now? Why does it feel like something? Why does it feel like something? Why does attention feel like something? Why does, better to say, the awareness, why does awareness, it's attention, awareness, why does it feel like something? Is it what? Something? Why does awareness feel like something? Because it's like us. What makes things feel? What are feelings? Being alive. Are those sensory perceptions? Those inner sensory perceptions. So awareness is an inner sensory perception of perception itself, other perception. That's why you can be aware of what you see. You can interconnect the awareness inside of yourselves. That's also part of the us, all of that. And you understand what I'm talking about with the us. It's all sensory perceptions, down to the deepest core. Just all feelings, feeling it all. But it's beautiful. Because it's so simple, it's so damn fucking beautiful. Any baby can see it, but cannot tell you what it is. Most lots of us want to try to tell you what it is. But they always try to call it Satori or something, but experiencing it. Each and every time. Knowing that the supposed infinity, the cosmos is just your own imagination. Going haywire with this untethered field, with this web of loops. But it's just a webbing that's interconnected and having loops in itself. That's what. That's what this awareness web is. What we are made of, the sensory perception web. All of our sensory perception organs, our consciousness organs. Sensory perception is consciousness. It's looped. It's networked and it's looped and it's many acting as one, forming one web, one consciousness body. That is what I found out. That I am here to preach. Proclaim with force. We are our body's sensory perceptions. And we are proud of it. To be there. We're here now all the time. While we talk. While you are so strong. Enlightenment was not supposed to be like this, was it? Wasn't promised like this. And that's why only few reach it. That's the problem. Only few grasp what it is and try to push on further using instruments. We call that science. Our probing sticks. But we do know a lot. Too much actually for our own comfort. That's why we deal with it with mass delusions. The only way that I found is that works is just deal with reality as much as we see it as it is, hopefully. I hope you don't break too much. Because we sure do break a lot, unknowingly. In that sense, we are truly privileged. But I'm loving it. Someone has to enjoy it somehow and have miserable souls. Someone has to have them. You look tired. No? But I feel tired. Maybe that's all what I'm projecting and seeing. Looped. Looped.
Let's go and let's do some podcasts.
Podcasts.
Do you want to restart it, like to have a separate record?
Why?
To not have that like trash of 15 minutes of nothingness? Because it's like when you load it to something, it would be more convenient if we have like one clip where it starts and ends.
Then this is it.
Can you restart it?
Why? There's no need to. You want to restart it? Can you restart your own life?
Yeah, I want to.
Sweet baby Jesus, the best moment to restart your life is right here, right now, as your new you. But the stream is going. It's just
It's
like
a
life.
stream. It's not a record.
No, it's a stream.
It's just
We are
stream.
live now.
Okay.
For instance, I could go to this one, but I will have to put that out.
So, will I be able to make a clip out of this stream?
I think so. Why?
Is it YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. You mean, just to have
I've
that.
muted the sound.
Like the idea is that we are together here, gonna try to make some decent material for 1 hour, like by focusing maybe on like the idea that there is a public which kind of would prefer for us like to be more official with what we talk about, like more sensible.
Oh, dude, the time for official has long come and gone, and it has. Do you know where it went? Do you know where that went?
Into the square hole.
Precisely.
So that is the name for our podcast, my dear viewers. Sorry for the wait,
No.
as my little Wayne bro would say. Anyway, hi, I'm Alex, and this is
My name is Jan, but, well, as you can see, we've been live streaming for some quite time now. Well, you can follow us, maybe leave behind something, I don't know, a note, whatever.
yeah, just basically it's our first time podcast about life.
Yes.
1 hour. Like what would be our subject for 1 hour this time? Like focus to think would be like most interesting to talk about for infinity.
For infinity.
But only 1 hour this time.
Only 1 hour of infinity? Oh no! You want your infinities. Don't touch
Any possibility.
any possibility. I can't compute that. We cannot correctly.
Biohacking?
Biohacking.
Biohacking. Like what the fuck is it? What's the point? The main ideas?
I don't know and I don't care. But we are the sensory perceptions.
I've heard that there are dudes on Silicon Valley who are into that kind of lifestyle, biohacking. And like there's at least one known Dave Asprey. He's a very famous figure in that culture of neurohackers or whatever. It's like how to live a better life or how to be more productive, more efficient man or woman or non-binary, and ultimately difficult question to answer to anyone, but like he worked as a programmer for many years in Silicon Valley, and after that he made the decision to just start his own business, and as a rich entrepreneur he has just time to put some attention into those kind of quirky things, like what kind of plants on earth can increase your cognitive functions or skills, like maybe improve memory or such cognitive skills like learning. And basically he said one of the course of his lifestyle is to eat a lot of red meat every day.
So, what is the benefits?
Benefits of eating red meat every day. So if you eat it mostly as your main like source of energy and nutrients, he said that it's one of the best nootropics he ever tried in his life. It's like better than coffee, makes you much more boosted because it's kind of some power which a lot of people don't talk about much because it's like a bit politically charged area to talk about, like is it okay to kill animals and do you have so much money to eat only animals? So there are a lot of rich entrepreneurs who follow such kind of diet, but Elon Musk is not one of those. So like who is Elon Musk? He eats McDonald's sometimes, maybe every day he eats donuts and Snickers. I remember when he was working at PayPal, he was eating Mars bars every morning, like as his breakfast. Mars bar.
Don't forget to hydrate.
Maybe we should drink something like beer.
Yeah, I have some tasty beer. Good tasty beer.
So basically, it's a difficult question: be or not to be, or like do it or not do it. What is the right choice? And on this channel, we can talk about ways how to become a happier person, like some life hacks.
Yeah, like burning your enemies alive and seeing their relatives scream in horror.
Yeah, that's one of the life hacks you can apply as a tool to anything you want or consider to be worthy of. That kind of caliber of your love or
It's
hate.
all just imagine. No real people harmed. Yet.
Yet.
Oh.
Should we open first?
Yeah. Come by.
Jansson.
Alexander somehow. Some good beer.
Okay, 1 hour. I will put the timer. Start 1 hour timer, Siri. Thanks. So basically, my number one recommendation to feel more efficient life is to develop eager need for new knowledge. And just by trying, by watching YouTube maybe, on Netflix documentaries, because there is like one of the documentaries I find very special in my heart. It's called Have a Good Trip, and it's about use of such things as psychedelics. But like, it's a weird documentary. We're not gonna talk about specifically that.
But I'm going to talk to you how to ground yourself anywhere at any time. Just say, repeat after me.
Grounding technique.
We are the sensory perceptions of our body.
We are the sensory perceptions of our body.
Mean it for yourself.
For
Because
myself.
you are in that body right over there, right here, right now, for yourselves. We are our body's sensory perceptions. We are the sensory perceptions of our body.
The sensory perceptions.
Repeat, meditate, and just sensory percept. Whether that is seeing, hearing, feeling warmth, cold, whatever. Emotions. And awareness also has a certain kind of feeling to it. All of that, because you can feel it, is a sensory perception. From the outside in, outside of the body, into the senses for that, inside the body, into the senses for that, and then for the whole nervous system itself, as awareness, sensory perception. All of it, so many myriad sensory perceptions. So yes, you can say, we are the sensory perceptions of our body. We are our body's sensory perception.
We are body's sensory perceptions.
And feel it. All of it. That's your, what you would call cosmic unity. awareness, but
I think it's a bit complicated philosophical statement, Jan.
it's really simple. I feel something, so there must be reality. That's it.
I think yours is on the right. I think I lost my bottle.
No, here you go. I accidentally drank of it. Can't happen.
Yours. So, life hacking. This was the topic of this podcast today. What is biohacking? It's when you learn how your body functions in a better way. And there are a lot of tricks, a lot of things to consider. It's like whole spiritual, I would call it, a journey for every human to find what is to be happy. At least not every day, but as much you can.
Mm. We are aware of it all. But it's limited to the sensory perceptions of the body. All of it. It starts and it ends there. Amen.
So what would be your top 3 recommendations of how to live a better life? Like 3 life hack ideas?
Take a psychedelic trip every now and then.
Whoa. Yes, sir.
And do not go with the stream, always try to go against the stream until you find out what truth itself is for yourself.
So prepare and trip. Yeah, there is a documentary on Netflix which is called How to Change Your Mind by Michael Pollan.
Not only those documentaries, but if you need be, there are always people who are willing to trip with you. Just look somewhere local or just some people who are actually really great trip sitters. There might be a kind of Yelp for trip sitters. Yelp sitters.
Yelp sitters.
Trip Yelpers.
Wow.
You're feeling all that often or not?
Yeah.
Precisely. It's when you feel spread out everywhere. A kind of pure awareness state. Satori. Oh yes, it is Satori, but I would say in some ways a bit of the Kundalini. Maybe this is what they call Shakti energy, what I'm feeling right now. Actually a real body high. It feels too great not to pass on. I'd recommend people this anytime, anywhere. Pure bliss.
Well, at least in the Netherlands, it's halfway legal to go to a local smart shop. It's called Smart Shop, where you can find specific plant for yourself. Maybe to feel a bit more different that special night occasion, where it's like can be from Africa, that kind of plant, or maybe from Brazil, and it's like there are a lot of different and difficult sometimes plants which you can try, and they can change your perspective on something like that kind
There
of.
are even certain specific fungi growths that you can use as well. And then there are certain drugs that you can semi-legally get somewhere on the 7 high seas, the online high seas. That, but I mean, with a real pirate stuff, but more like you sail the real 7 digital seas. There are certain legal, maybe semi-legal ways you can get to certain things, or maybe you have to ask some friends.
So basically, extracts of those plants on Earth, we people agreed to call medicine or pills.
Always test if you're not sure.
Drugs, you know, like
Always
in
test.
Stanley Kubrick's show, Clockwork Orange. Those drugs.
Was it supposed to represent LSD?
It's like Friends in Russian, because it's like such kind of. You remember Clockwork Orange?
I've
Did
never
you
seen
watch?
it.
Oh, that's such a dark movie, but yeah, drugs.
It is really.
It's scary,
Yeah.
man, to have a drug with a wrong friend, because that's when you feel a bad trip, man. When
But
you have a
Did we
bad
have some?
trip sitter.
Did we have some good time in our trek to the park and back? We had some real fear and loathing in Las Vegas going on there, didn't we?
It felt like it, yeah.
It really felt like it. Oh,
But we're talking about plants like psilocybin truffles, which is legal in this country. It's, the Netherlands. You can go to a smart shop. It's really that
Yeah.
word, smart shop, and yeah, just you buy it, you eat
But-
it.
my recommendation is take the weakest variants first and take half of it.
And first, also read about it on the
Yeah.
internet, like on the Psychonaut Wikipedia portal or whatever. Ask ChatGPT.
Always safety first. The less dose, the better. Unless you are accustomed to all of that shit.
Yeah. It's like, of course, you can always like ask a friend, maybe this night instead of a bottle of whiskey, we're gonna try something else.
Something else, something better.
In some different way.
Something more
Definitely.
cost effective in curing the disease that is misery deep inside.
Yeah, like there are a lot of analogs for a typical alcoholic drink or beverage. There are cigarettes, there are coffee, there's
It's a
sugar,
kind of biohacking, it's all biohacking.
and maybe for special occasion with a good
Oh, yeah.
friend.
Don't forget shamanic voices. Using your own shamanic voices in order to entrance yourselves and those around you.
Yeah, he
To
meant
enchant all of us.
he was reflecting of his connection to his intuition through the idea that it all comes from that spiritual world of shamanism.
Yeah, but it's mostly a lot of sonic magic, so to speak. It's hearing to seeing and back, and it's wavelet. Wavelet mechanics, wavelet integration and differentiation.
Of course, when you try a new alcoholic style beverage, like be it beer with cannabis or be it whiskey from Poland,
Or beer with LSD or something like that.
yeah, like ancient Greeks would drink such kind of
Kick you.
wine with some specific wheat ergot what it was, not mushroom, but
Ergot is
eggs,
also a kind of fungus.
fungus. Yeah, it's a parasite.
It's a parasitical fungus, but that's where you can get LSD and some designer chemicals that can be bought legally, at least semi-legally here in the Netherlands. For research purposes, it's totally legal.
Yeah, it's like there are a lot of different plants. It's not only alcohol or wheat from which they make
Yeah.
alcohol, from which it's being made, like alcohol
wheat.
from sugar basically. So it's like some
Sugar
chemical
canes.
process of
Fermentation.
creating some kind of chemical. And in this case it's alcohol, but in some cases it can be different kind of drugs, like MDMA or LSD.
Ergot.
Yeah, like a derivative from the
Like ceramide.
not mushroom, but you said
Ergotine. Oh, psilocybin? Psilocin?
ergot. Is it a mushroom? Or is it
That's a fungus. That's
Fungus,
that's
that word? Fungus. Yeah, it can be a derivative
Yes.
or some kind of specific chemical compound from a fungus like
Yeah.
ergot.
or it could be just some part of the fungus itself, like in psilocybin mushrooms. But be careful with actual real ergot. Let the chemists do their work and give you the good component. Even if it at times can feel dirty. The 1p LSD is a 1 puke and then it's done. Have you ever puked on 1p LSD?
No.
I did. Do you know what the worst part is? It's the nausea. Puking is bad. It's damn fucking nausea. It really gets you. It's like to puke, but
Yeah, it's basically
it's the worst. Oh,
with the right.
I would wish that to happen to my worst enemy.
Yeah, it's important to follow instruction. What amount you can try at first,
Yeah.
because like if you overdo it, as in a typical alcoholic, overdo, you have a hangover, but first you have
You have a self over. Oh, I'm totally over myself. Don't get over yourself too much.
don't get hammered. So stick with the right doses.
Not too much of the ego smashing. Leave that to the experts.
Mhm.
Oh, ego totally gone. Who are we? We are our body's sensory perceptions. And where do we put that?
It's a square hole.
Precisely.
The square hole.
The square hole, not the whore. I mean, there's no square hole.
Like Leonardo da Vinci was getting some ideas or really brilliant thoughts from that square hole, like of possibilities, like just some kind of dream world where you get your ideas from. And I heard like Nikola Tesla also had access to that zone of ideas, like that special, how you say it?
The zone of the DT elves ingestors.
One way to describe it.
What if
The
we are
logos-
those
The logos
already?
Satori.
What if we already absorbed us, that part of us, into us? That's why I'm the holy sinful. Why we are the holy sinful, the sinfully holy. Oh, holy, holy sinful. The holiest of blasphemy. the most blasphemous holiness. That's what we have. Contradiction in non-terminis. For we want to keep on existing as long as we can. A contradiction that doesn't end. Because in terminis means in end. But we are a contradiction that never ends. Hopefully. That doesn't end yet. Yet. One day it will, and we hope it will be a magnificent day. Then the rest of you can celebrate or grieve a lot. We wouldn't know anything about that because then we will most likely be gone. That's what we think.
Yeah, I guess it's like one of those Joe Rogan's shows, like when a group of friends get high on psilocybin and just...
But this time was on the currently actually non-puke LSD and one puke LSD. Because knock you, knuckle you. Some lively spirit. Haven't you been taken over by the jester yet? Just a pill. Chaos build. True chaos. Even more chaos than the chaos gods. Fuck the chaos gods. They can fuck themselves in the arse.
I mean, I don't agree fully, but...
Chaos kills the chaos gods.
Science, at the end of the day, is like language of real extenuation of your thought, like application of your knowledge.
Sounds. I only hear
Application
sounds
of knowledge.
in the certain meanings that I ascribe to your sounds. You say scientific, I just say, most likely a kind of technical jargon that you do not understand that well. And I do understand it, and what you're saying then is most likely because I have a science degree myself. I know that talking about science is philosophy of science, but actually doing science is proving that this always has some weight all the time. This is part of science. That this has a certain weight. And that I can feel it. That I can compare it to this here. And I feel this is lighter. And I think, okay, there's a difference there. Yeah, I can feel it in a lot of ways. And the science is kind of an analytical way of categorizing things according to things, divisions that are handy for us. Because while we are connected with everything, not everything is one. It can't be. Otherwise, again, each thing wouldn't be itself. And there wouldn't be things that would be different from other things. We still perceive sensations, which means there's an actual truth and an objective reality. Otherwise all this shit show wouldn't be here, or it wouldn't make sense. Certain laws of how all of this works. We are just trying to figure it out. That's technically what science is. Actually, we perceive sensations, each thing is itself. Why question? That's science right there. Here's your science. Without the mental self-description package, this is science. All of that. I'll give you the image even. Put it up. We perceive sensations, each thing is itself. Why question? That's science. Anyone disagrees with you on that? They can screw themselves because in the end you are the one who decides what is actually true or what isn't for you. In the end, we are all our own arbiters of what we think is true and what is not. But there are certain patterns that we can see and feel and hear. First is the whole stuff of, oh yeah, I'm actually not self, and there's this whole ego breakdown. Yeah. You kill your own self. You have this cosmic oneness experience. Been there, done that many times. Nothing really special. I'm one with everything. Well, wow. Who gives a fuck? And you don't feel important anymore. You want to feel like those enlightened masters. No, bucko. Never be like the enlightened masters. Yet you have everything that you need to be enlightened master. It's right here, right there. Exactly going on right now. See, listen, hear, feel, especially feel. Feel it all. Every feeling, little emotion, all what you see, what you hear. You know, it's sensory perceptions. Awareness itself is also sensory perceptions. I'm looking at my other monitor there, and I'm at times talking, but it's an image of myself. I know that it's an image of myself because my eyes can't see themselves. I cannot see my own face, either with a mirror or with a kind of delayed mirror. And it's grainy. But that's perfect. Demonstrates what it's all about. That the only thing that I can reliably say about myself and my overall who I am is we are the sensory perceptions of our body. Anyone can say that, mean it, and understand that directly. You're not me, I'm not you. My friend Alexander there isn't me, he's doing something else. But still, each of us can say reliably, we are our body's sensory perceptions. Awareness gives a rise to logic, to thinking. Inevitably. That's your unconsciousness, subconsciousness, unconsciousness, and then consciousness. You don't have to accept it. You can just say, oh, non-duality. Doesn't matter. You know what's really true. I can preach reality each and every day. No deceptions needed. You think, but that's kind of a lonely existence. Yes, it is. Because most people don't understand it. Most people don't want to face reality that we are actually deeply alone in our own bodies. The warmth we feel from other people is our own warmth reflected back at us. It's also their warmth, but it's also our warmth. We found out that we cannot see beyond seeing itself. We cannot feel beyond feeling. We cannot be aware beyond awareness itself. We cannot sensory perceive beyond sensory perception itself. It starts there and it ends there. It really starts there and it ends there. It's all just sensory perceptions. All of the logics, all of the feelings, it's all just feelings, sensory perceptions, inner sensory perceptions of the body, sensory perceptions of the outside of the body. That's it. That's all what we're working with. And that there's a kind of deeper field in here. It's just a kind of mental web, mental cognition web. The unconscious, the subconscious, subconsciousnesses, the consciousnesses, all of it working together. That's what we are. I know one person who has got it, who will understand me, right here, right now. And maybe another. But I'm quite certain I found one of them. For sure. This one. This one. Oh, I'll have to do the window capture to something else. Oh god, let's... Yes. If I can get this going as a kind of it's why doesn't it do anything? Fuck, I have to reinitialize this somehow. Yeah, tripping makes me dumber. My IQ goes down, but my imagination and creativity go up. But yeah, and my philosophical depth goes up. Okay, I'll just have to copy and then paste reference. This should work.
Are we still live?
Yes, we are still live. I'm just trying to figure out some stuff, but it doesn't work like I hope it does. Let's... Is this one? Haha, we finally got it. This one. Robert Saltzman. He knows it. He understands. He sees the things essentially just like we do. Or themselves. He doesn't consider himself as an I, just as a happenstance of... I think he would be able to say confidently, we are our body's sensory perceptions, and mean it. And actually feel it as well. And you can see he has the eyes of someone who has seen truth. Reality as it is for us.
Oh yes, I see it. That's an amazing photograph.
Yeah.
Dr. Robert Saltzman. So, who is he?
To your own discernment. I wish I had the bullshit detector you do, Robert. This is damn fucking great. It's not a question of trust, but of seeing that of your own discernment. Trustworthiness or not is all you have to go on. Let me... That's a display capture. Again, I'm just fucking around with some technology here. Let's put it on top. Now we'll keep the image here. If you deem my words valuable, that is because you have come to that conclusion. It's all you. Another person might prefer the TV evangelist's feel, and that person does not choose to see the evangelist that way any more than you have chosen to regard my ideas as worthwhile. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. So what he's saying is that if you see whatever he says there, whatever he wrote there as valuable, it's because you value it somehow. It somehow resonates with you. But I still think he would still agree with we are our body's sensory perceptions. Or rephrased, we are the sensory perceptions of our body. The one which is really great. Seeing naturalistically. Hi Robert, I'm reading your book The 10,000 Things again. I've done the non-duality Tony Parsons, John Wheeler, Sailor Bob Sink. By done I mean read all the books, been to meetings, personal conversations, phone calls. I even had my Satori in 2014 and oh, this is it, and once seen it never goes away. It went away because to some extent it can go away because you don't have the attention to all it's really difficult to put attention of everything onto everything else. It's actually undoable. You always have a kind of focus, but you can multitask, multi-broad focus on everything that you can sense at that time. But I'll be honest, it's difficult. And if you do it correctly, you can have a feeling of bodily bliss. Some great bodily bliss. Satori is just a feeling. Awareness is just a feeling. Seeing is just a feeling. Hearing is just a feeling. It's a lot of feelings. And those are sensory perceptions. We think in sensory perceptions. We feel in sensory perceptions. That's all what we are. That's why I say we are the sensory perceptions of our body. Because it's of this body, our body. We claim this body as our own. Everyone themselves has to do that for themselves. Claim ownership of their own bodies as their own. Myriadness in this body, we are one. We are the sensory perceptions of our bodies. Each of our bodies. My body is mine. Our body is our body. Someone else's body is someone else's body. That is enlightenment. Knowing who and what you are. And changing yourself for the better. For the benefit of yourself, for the benefit of others, for the benefit of your surroundings. Because being in harmony with everything is our goal. My question, are you saying the opposite of you are awareness, guys? Yeah. They'll say you are not your thoughts or feelings. You say that's all I am, my thoughts, feelings, no good looking from awareness. Well, it's yes. We are the awareness. We are sensory perceptions of our body. Hi, Clayton. Many thanks, Clayton. But that's my commentary until now. Hi, Clayton. I don't think I'm saying the opposite of anyone. I express what I see, feel, and think without regard to what others claim to know or believe. I see things naturalistically. What? Alexander's calling, but I'm also still keeping on. By which I mean that some 13.8 billion years ago, all we now call the universe was concentrated into a tiny mass, perhaps the size of a soccer ball, which exploded outward and continues expanding as I write this. So, I also see ourselves as naturalistic. So, in a sense, the guys who say we are all awareness, yes, but everyone is their own awarenesses, the awareness web of the body, the sensory perception awareness web. Do you need some lights? No? No magic lights? I'm feeling on a roll. Preaching. But you know, I'm the most holy sinner, and that makes me true. And also false. Galileo. That was a falsetto. Galileo Figaro. And it's one of the bad songs.
Galileo.
Are you going for all Hare Krishna on me?
No. Do you want?
I have my own Shiva Shakti power. We have our own Shiva Shakti power. Come on. Give yourself your own Shiva Shakti power. Feel it.
We create the reality with our thoughts. Because that's how we defined it. When we defined the reality.
What do you mean with reality?
The universe, the way it is.
But
Really.
how do you know that's actual reality? All we know is that we are the sensory perceptions of our body. We only claim that you are your body's sensory perceptions personified. There's one clarification. We are our body's sensory perceptions personified. Ah, that's a good addition.
Personified.
Yeah. We are our body's sensory perceptions persona. feels good. Some deep bliss. You do damn fucking beer after LSD and weed. After the acid and damn fucking weed, then you down the damn tequila infused beer. Have you felt like you were in heaven?
For a moment, or a few.
Did you have many heavenly moments and experiences?
Everyone.
Oh, then this trip, so many. Nice memories walking. Like, are we ever going to get home? But we did. Even with a bit of a detour. Some detours. Taking a trip while you're tripping. What a nice bicycle day. We cycled without using bicycles. It felt like we were using the tread bicycle. These legs were meant to walk around. And oh boy, when we were in the park, when we were seated. Oh damn, I just thought, how do we ever get home? Somehow, but we did. Ah, but great. Great adventures. Do you remember when you wanted to cross the road, but I didn't because there was a car coming. I saw it. That was near the Albert Heijn on the north of the Grote Markt. Before we went out of the city center itself.
Yeah, I remember that moment.
Yeah. Remember so many things that I've put into memory. I've never ever had such a long and deep trip. Because that one with the acid and the weed at the Psytrance party, oh god. I was tripping hard there. A bit too hard.
Of course, there's a lot of other substances on Earth which you can try, like acetylcholine, which is a neuromodulator in our brain, and basically you can get it from eggs or beef, like choline, and it regulates some nervous thing. I mean, it helps learning and memorization of things. So it's called alpha GPC. It's a supplement which boosts your focus in the moment, but it's nothing in comparison to such a classical psychedelic like psilocybin. It's a different effect.
Or LSD.
Or LSD, especially LSD. It's like 10 times stronger than alpha GPC. It's like you take 10 pills and coffee and maybe a drink of alcohol at the same time, and it's like you're tripping. It's like intensity is strong, and that kind of power of your brain which processes everything in a specific way, as it depends on what you take. Like alcohol changes your perception of the world. So yeah, psilocybin has its specific unique properties, which some people find very psychotherapeutic. Maybe it can be just life-changing experience because it can give such a unique perspective on basically any subject you want, because it just of the change of consciousness of yourself. It opens up some kind of window into your subconsciousness, and personally I find it very useful to have such window into my subconsciousness, like once in a while, maybe once a year, maybe once a month. But if I try psilocybin truffles at least once a month, I feel like it's not worse than drinking 1 liter of whiskey with a friend on a good night. In a sense, it's actually better because it's just different. That's it. And in the Netherlands, it's for everyone. You can buy it in a smart shop if you are legal age. It costs like 20 euros per pack of mushrooms, truffles, psilocybin truffles.
15.
And maybe like
13, 15.
yeah, like Atlantis is a good dose for a starter. Maybe Mexican, and yeah, it's just unique kind of night with a friend.
What a damn fucking enjoyable day it was. Yes. But let's keep on going. Blah blah blah. Mine is a naturalistic view of reality. No philosophy or metaphysics needed. I find plentiful evidence in evolution and blah. Well, all of the regular science, because there's enough proof for all of that. Yes. Those who demean science as materialistic to me sound like scaredy cats who, when faced with ideas that don't match their preconceptions, react to the discomfort of cognitive dissonance by name-calling. Aha! I totally agree with him on that. When people say all I am is pure consciousness, or nothing exists but consciousness, and I said that with questionless conviction and a complete lack of epistemological modesty, I can't even listen anymore. That kind of talk is just absurd to my ears. It's babble with nothing to back it up. Well, yeah, I will disagree a bit, because I understand what they are saying and why they are saying it, because it's just a kind of if you would rephrase it properly, all they are saying is we are the sensory perceptions of our body. That's what they are saying. But they don't know it yet. They are just still ignorant and blinded. Nothing exists but consciousness. For me, for us. All I am is pure consciousness. For me, for us. We are the sensory perceptions of our body. We are our body's sensory perceptions. I'll even put it in the damn chat again. We are... Oh, that's the wrong one. No. We are... sensory perceptions. We are correct this. We are the sensory perceptions of our body. There you have it. Ta-da! We've solved consciousness. That is. Good luck. That unifies All I am is pure consciousness, and nothing exists but consciousness. As I see it, no one knows of what any of this really is. Any claim to know looks to me like pure egotistical inflation and never any actual jnana. To me, it makes more sense to see awareness as one of among many facilities of nervous systems than some kind of container or field in which nervous systems arise. Precisely, that's what we are saying. We are the sensory perceptions of our body. We are pure awareness for our body. Our pure awareness is for our body. Precisely. So I can combine, even here I can marry one to the other. I can synergize one part to the other. I can alchemically transform the sensory input perceived as feelings, all of it as feelings, into what you would call awareness. We are pure awareness, pure consciousness. It's all the same damn fucking thing. Just sensory perceptions upon sensory perceptions in all kinds of aggregates. When I see naturalistically blah blah blah, that goes a lot of yeah, I agree with that, but it's a lot of text. It's actually a lot of bubble that does say some stuff, but it's not the each thing is itself. You can see right here. Each thing is itself. All of this you can say each thing is itself. Why question? And you think, don't you mean you have to stop asking questions? That's another question. So you ask it, don't you? And which is another question that I ask, don't I? Why do I keep asking questions? Because I want to know. What do I want to know? What everything is. But yeah, we perceive sensations. We are the sensory perceptions of our body.
Can I make a cup of coffee?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Do you need a light?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Some guidance. What is the options for tonight?
How much do you want to overdose on coffee?
I don't mind for a special day like today to maybe have triple hit because I would not think it would be a waste.
Another coffee? I will only open it after you are done with that. Here's a filter.
I don't know. What's the difference? What would you recommend?
I'll just fold it neatly and greatly. Like it needs to be.
Because what?
Yes.
Do you want some too?
I will make my own.
So I'll put 2 cups.
No, I will make my own.
So
For my time, first you get, then I get. Yes. The best dose is in the skull and it's a self-dose.
Good luck. Self-dose, Jesus.
Yes.
That's an instant statement. Someone let's try it. Yeah, I love such kind of drinks.
Do you need sugar in it? Do you need milk in it? Do you want
What is normal dose? Is it like this normal dose? 1 scoop?
maybe 2, maybe 3? It depends on you, how much you want. Normally my normal coffee this day was about that thick. I don't recommend that because
You mean you put all this powder to that level?
yeah,
Can I?
yes. But that's up to you.
Is it not too expensive?
First try a little bit and then see if you need more.
Well,
That's when you have to sell those.
so I agreed with a friend to meet and go to the church. Today will be walk before the Easter at the
I am not going to join you on that.
Russian Orthodox
Because
Church.
I'm not a Russian, I'm not Orthodox, and I do you know in which holy blasphemous demon angel God I believe in, the daemon of eternity?
Yeah.
Who?
Square hole.
Yeah, you put ours in the square hole. That's true. That's good. You know the joke. But I mean, our holy, sinful angel, devil, God, daemon. We. Yeah. Can I even get more cringe than any goth could, or any emo, or any scene kid?
I'm out of that region. I cannot cringe for
Am I
this one.
pure cringe? Yeah.
So would be a strong dose would be like up to this level, or
That's my kind of dose, but first let me. This should be enough.
yes, just a decent cup of joy, and it looks threatening because I have zero idea how much is normal.
You don't want my doses because I'm a caffeine addict.
I mean, I'm an extreme person sometimes, especially on such special occasions like the bicycle day with a good friend on an LSD trip. It's like maybe like a strong cappuccino cup, like 3 shots of espresso,
Not like you. Or
maybe even 4 shots.
Don't you want a shot like?
Yeah, I love this. Yeah, I think I kind of need it because of the all meat.
But how can it be that I already have that? Ultra cringe superpowers.
Subaru power. Subaru powers.
It's like turning this totally fully on in all of the perceptual senses. We are the sensory perceptions of our body.
I've tried a couple of supplements in my life, be it omega-3 or acetylcholine from Alpha GPC.
But have you ever tried to live? To be here?
Nothing is
right now?
compared when you try a good psilocybin mushroom trip.
But like this. Just do random shit because you can.
Because it's a powerful nootropic,
Have you ever tried something like this?
or how Americans say it, a nootropic. A nootropic.
Try something like this.
I would wish people see it on the camera.
Yeah, I mean, I have no
Shall I
shame
do it right
because
now?
yes. We are our sensory perceptions. We are the sensory perceptions of our body. We are the sensory. We are our body's sensory perceptions. You might think this is some dumb stuff, but try doing this while you're still on a trip. Actually feeling all of that. And understanding what you're doing and why you're doing it. Looks silly, but Silliness is making fun of things, of how you think reality has to be.
Only to become a master, you need to not to be afraid to be a fool. And
That's
for
right.
quite a while, maybe 8 years.
Now, there's no instantaneous mastery. It's only a course of discovery of what you feel, all of it. That's the sensory perceptions of your body, all of that. That's your whole consciousness, all of your selves. Once you can feel that, that's your supposed nirvana. It's nice Satori, it's nice to enjoy it. But you know, it only lasts for some time, and then you have to let it go. Until the next dose you can get. Because we are all high on that shit. Deep inside. We always want that. Doesn't matter how we get it.
Basically, we are fools for the whole of our lives. There will never be such state when you know everything. But the only way to want more is to always to remember that you are a fool.
We are our body's sensory perceptions. That holds for everyone. But most people don't want to realize that. They only want to realize, oh, we are one with everything. Right. What about your body? What about your sensory perceptions? Those still work while you're damn fucking high or not. While you're awake, while you're in consciousness, while you are awake. You always feel something. Even deep inside, that awareness has a feeling to it. Once you figure that one out, oh boy, then the damn fucking psychedelic pilling really begins. You see it all everywhere.
Yes, like I've seen a glitch on the screen.
Yes. Welcome to the club. I
And
also
somehow you wrote me in Chinese your birthday. Why it was Chinese? It was just
it already was like that
yeah.
on your damn phone. All of them.
Why? Like I didn't touch anything. I swear.
It's because Tim Cook fucked the course off.
Again.
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook, CEO of Apple.
Grave robbed Steve Jobs' grave in order to fuck him one last time.
No, it's yeah, half of it at least.
Now you see what kind of humor I at least have. My heroes, I need to kill all of my heroes. For reals?
I will try to change it to Japanese
Oh.
birthday. 'Cause it's
For
like, why
reals?
is Chinese?
Yes, you must murder all of your idols. What if I'm my own idol? No, don't kill yourselves. Don't kill other people unless really necessary. We are just kidding here. Or are we? Maybe I'm planning the ultimate destruction of all of life on planet Earth. Nah. It's just flour. Can we put that?
Search flower.
It's just flour.
Just flower.
Cocaine!
Floor.
Oh, just flour. And where do we put that?
The square hole.
Precisely.
Did you put it?
Yeah.
Like the water?
You'll get some Java juice. It's not an espresso, but it might be.
Cheers. I don't have zero idea. Like, is it 1 shot or 10 shots? Like, let's find out.
You're not as physical as you should be. That means that you still have a lot of self-harmonization that you need to do. We also still need more self-harmonization. Yes. Find your shamanic voice for yourselves.
Found
Really? Oh damn fucking furries! No, but we put the fur back.
I swear I'm not. I'm not one of those, man. Like,
I don't know what this was, being a fur bag or being a chocolate.
we really need to go to such a place like Comic Con in the Netherlands and see those bastards.
Juggalo furs. Nazi juggalo furs.
Nazi Czechoslovaks. What? Yeah, it's like tough country, man. You think you found everything or seen everything, but those furries, man.
And they worship rats that
Aware.
use flame swords.
Be aware. Like, it's dangerous.
Commie Nazi. Perfect.
Nazi perfect.
Oh, that's too much. Oh, dude.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
I mean,
I'm not really thanks. I was a bit eager of that juice. It's like, give it to me now.
is it good enough?
Yeah, that's good. That's great.
This will be usable. And it was this, the way have, it goes. Even though Nazi gummy furfax scum rats bastards all of them. May they set a first fire on themselves.
Never trust those Hufflepuff rodents as furries.
You never know. You know, never know. Tough words. They're also secretly into the coming Nazi perfect. At Comic Con, they impress everyone with Yif.
You know, because there is a propaganda from that Hufflepuff rats of Furies,
What? Really?
and they say that when you trip on psilocybin, like, you can get crazy. Like, those are rumors from the Hufflepuff rodents.
Rodents. Is that something real?
Rodents is like someone who hurts the environment.
Oh. Vermin.
Yeah, because it felt like they had like those rats, like rodents.
Yeah. Badger.
Yeah, do you know this word?
Yeah, knaagdier, rodent, I know. Like a rat,
Deer. Yeah,
like a squirrel or a rat
my intuition
or chipmunk
served me well.
or there's another word for it. What, weasel?
Yeah, so
Gerbil.
Helga
Yes.
Sims. Sims of Helga. Basically,
Really?
yeah, Hufflepuff rodents. Sims of Helga. From Hufflepuff. Helga Hufflepuff. Helga Hufflepuff, yes. Those fucking furry simps. Absolutely, you know, we dig it, guys.
Why is it giving us Sims instead of Simps?
Yes.
Yeah, finally they have some. That doesn't look quite friendly. Must be another one of those Hufflefuck.
It's like
Really?
how a bad psilocybin truffle trip looks like.
No. This is
Good trip?
no.
It's a bad trip. From
This is-
Hufflepuff rat.
This is when you simp too much to the Hufflepuff. Don't huffle too. Don't puff the Huffle too much.
You look like a sexist, or you look like a feminist, teenager girl.
You have to have orange kittens instead, because they are the strongest. Orange kittens will save your soul if you have them.
Well,
They are there to save your soul.
do you want one? Because it's the only way you can save yourself from those Hufflepuff rodents. Because they propagate, like they would try to convince you that never try psilocybin truffles. Never, because you're gonna get crazy, you're gonna have a bad trip, man. And you see those kittens, it's like, it's what you see on a good trip.
You have to
And on a bad trip, you see those Hufflepuff rats.
inhale them totally into your lungs. You have to become the kittens.
Yeah, you become the kittens.
Pure kittens.
Kitten.
Kitten fractal. Kitten. Pure. That's what you become. Something like that. Oh, the pure orange one. I must become the purest of the orangest of all of the kittens. What about you? Oh no, actually, you can have the orange ones. I get the purple ones. The purple is also special.
One of my favorite colors. Purple.
And the rainbow huff must not be too artificial. Maybe this is the right one.
Enlightened kitten.
Enlightened kitten, saving your soul in a different way.
He comes for your ass, man.
He comes to bite off what needs to be bitten off. The rest becomes stronger.
It would not kill you. Makes you stronger.
And then you become all of the kittens. Pure kitten. And then you get huffed yourself. In order to spread
That's
Well,
all rumors, I swear. Like for the last 3 years, people were talking about it, about me. But those Hufflepuff rats would always convince you that I'm one of them, but I'm not. Because like I had a trip where I like agreed with some entity, like a, machinistic elf, and I agreed with that entity. So like I'm never gonna be one of those Hufflepuff rats.
Well, that's good for you. Don't you forget it. Because that entity is part of yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Get in contact with it more.
Mm-hmm.
There are ways to do it without tripping.
You know that we are already one in our own body, as its persona, representation of its sensory perceptions.
Presentation of senses, perceptions.
Yep, we are the persona, presentation of our sensory perceptions, unified as one consciousness web matrix. Those words have a specific meaning. They really mean something. If you know, you know, and you understand what a web matrix, what we mean with a web matrix for all of the senses.
Yeah, it's one I've noticed some kind of snow in my vision.
That's HPPD, but it's what you can also have without using psychedelics. But psychedelics can worsen it and make it either worse for you because of the intensity, or you get attuned to it and then you feel things more visually. You become more one with it naturally.
That's what Sisters Wachowskis tried to convey on such an art project like the movie series The Matrix.
No, it should have ended with the Matrix itself.
A code of reality. How it really is, not the way you want it or expected it, because like how
Really
you can
is.
know really, because it's only you.
The thing is that we only know what we see, what we feel, because even seeing is feeling, hearing is feeling, this is feeling, my emotions are feeling, the inner awareness is feeling, thoughts are feelings, all of it is feelings, logic is feelings. Different kinds of logics, different kinds of thoughts, different kinds of feelings, all of it. You know what I'm talking about, why I'm talking about that it's all feelings, because that is sensory perception. That is feelings. All of it just feelings. That's what I mean with feel it all. Awareness is feeling. It's a feeling. It's a sensory perception. Now you see how I see to some extent and feel how I feel to some extent. That's what we are talking about.
Can I ask for some non-kush?
You
No pasa shock.
Kush ahead.
Thanks. No pasa shock. But I hope to see you again today. Because like with that girl we're gonna spend maybe 2 hours, maybe 3. I wanted to see her on this higher consciousness version of me, just because I have difficulties to trust her, because what she talks about herself, like she's a daughter of one of the potential prime ministers in Russia on the subject of roads or infrastructure, and she's like daughter of that guy. So she's from a rich family.
What is she doing here?
And she has a very poor, like very cheap smartphone.
She lives her own life. and it's up to you how you connect to her. Don't hold her too high, don't hold her too low, and respect her. And also acknowledge that she is her own sensory perceptions in her own body.
Well, recently she broke up with her boyfriend after dating him for 4 years. 4 years.
Yeah, that sucks for her, but yeah.
That's him.
There must be reasons for that. It can be her, it can be him, it's most likely both of them, but yeah. It's difficult to say in many relationships who is actually the bad is there, because in many ways both people are responsible for what happened in the long run.
Yes. That's the most painful, to be with someone closely and to see yourself from the side, one of the versions of you, like it's just because we are not perfect. But it's easier to accept when you don't see it. You live it, your body, your life force, like that pool of energy. It's limited.
Yes, we are limited to our senses, to our sensory perceptions.
We are
We-
not perfect.
It's not even about being perfect or not, it's about currently being here and now. And not worrying too much about all kinds of stuff. Because you still worry too much.
I think what will calms me down, 3 months of studying programming and being satisfied with my effort.
How can I be calm?
I guess it's tough. After many years of not doing it, it's like,
I'm calm because I don't give a fuck, because I still have to live life somehow. And if things get really tough for me, so be it. I will have to do what I have to do. The same is for you, but you don't you're always a bit too busy, at least. Not saying simple things, but saying complicated stuff, and then eventually it doesn't really mean much. Just say the simple things. The things that you actually really know for sure. What do you know for sure?
that I'm threatened by
Right.
the girl, because sometimes it feels like she needs me, and it's something which I cannot provide as a good friend gesture.
But did you promise anything to her?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So then you are just comrades. You are to some extent friendly, your acquaintances, your comrades. But does she know you deeper, more? How about yourself? Do you know her more? and
There is a
deeper?
guy, Jochen,
Yeah.
from Autistic Meetings, who says that it's a typical problem, at least in his life. He picks girls who have borderline disorder, and somehow it felt in his eyes. He meant that girl maybe has it, and it felt in my head
Could be.
that at that moment, because we've seen each other, like that girl and that guy. And maybe just like my fear, because like, well, she's ADHD officially kind of, and it's one of the ways to describe a person
Oh, how time flies.
with ADHD. It's just sometimes they are so annoying, or too much in your face, or takes more attention than usual people. It's tiring. But they just repeat some. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna guess what is reached. Sickness.
And just chill, dude. Chill. It's all okay.
It's so good, man.
You're also on the countdown.
Yes.
You're going to go home?
I'm gonna meet her in the center.
Oh
We're gonna do that walk
Yeah.
from the church, which will start at 11:30. But for
Yeah.
now, I'm going to meet her in the center, just to also talk.
Greet her and have a good time. But do respect her and do respect yourself as well.
That is easy. With myself.
You can respect yourself.
Got it, man.
Do you know what you have to remember?
It's you are my friend.
Yes, we are friends, but also, you can also say, we are our bodies' sensory perceptions.
We are our body's sensory perceptions.
Right here, right now. It feels great. And even if it doesn't feel great, it feels totally familiar, because it's totally us.
Okay, sorry. I have to go.
Okay. When did you, are you going to meet her? And where?
10 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
Akerkopf, AH.
Okay, that's it in time? Enjoy yourself. But that will end the whole podcast here, type thingy. Anyhow, well, again, we are the let me restart. We are the sensory perceptions of our body, or better said, the best way to say it. We are the. I am the persona representing our body's sensory perceptions. I think that's the best way to put it. I hope you've had something on this stream, even if you're looking back at it and thinking, oh God, what did these people do? It's giving me an existential crisis. Well, that's actually a good thing. Have a nice time and see you later. And yes, I know how to operate this technology, luckily. Bye.